Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back, or we just transitioned. I don't know. Regardless, hi, we're back with the getting INAROS, basically. So, turns out the Wikipedia is on next level drugs, apparently, because they said it took 50 kills from things called Seekers. Now, essentially, when you get this urn, you will get 3 options. Either kill Corpus, GRINN, or Hive, whatever they're called. Mutants, something, whatever they're called. Swarm, something. Monsters. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The other faction. Now, this one specifically is Seekers, which I think is just a base GRINN. Now, the Wikipedia says you need to kill 60 of these things. That is wrong. Like so wrong. Like, you need to kill a metric fuck ton of these enemies. I was playing survival, and and apparently, like, even if your teammates kill things, they still count. So yeah, that's just like, it was an onslaught, and finally we got this thing filled up, and we gotta do that again. But we get some, I think, a lore about INAROS, so I thought I'd flip on the recorder, even though, you know, I look a bit rough, I'll be honest. I gotta shave my shit, all that stuff, but I thought, let's just go on, let's move forward, who cares? Whatever happens, happens. Let's just skip that, where we hit the ground, got it.
I'll be grateful when this is over. I cannot stand this barren place. Even the Oracle could not have enlightened these sand skates.
You're a rude human being, you know that? Why do they give you all the best gear that you sell? Die, other thing. And there we go. Again, I still haven't. I fucked up. Damn it, you took my power. That sucks so much shit. Damn it. Hate it. Wish I would have saw the door better. But yeah, now we're gonna be pretty not okay until we well, actually, we're getting a little bit. We need some energy, like now. Hopefully we kill some enemies that give us enough energy. Also, I want to go down the focus tree that gives me more power, even though I think I have it because it's like generic or something like that, but it's not that much power. Like, I see some weird ones where people like transition between like their pilot and their thing, and then they gain a ton of power by doing that. And I would love that, but instead I'm just kind of sitting here hanging out, and I really need you guys to drop me any power, because I can't. I mean, you guys are nothing, and I can one-shot all of you, but it's still, I want to be invincible, and hearing my just chaotic noise that isn't even like a beat or rhythm. Green, you said you love music so much. Listen, alright? I do. It's just really simple. It makes it so easy just to get all of your buffs without having to time shit, you know? I love music. I didn't say I had rhythm, okay? That's the entire other aspect of this shit. And I don't want to hear anything about anything. Not any of y'all dropping a single energy shard, and that's rude. Wouldn't it be cool if there was like a weapon that like allowed your, like, it leached power off of things? Like a secondary, that would be dope. Doubtful it exists. And if it does, it probably requires you to raid a dungeon or some sort, like do the raids, which I don't know. I think the raids are like, you require like 6 people, like every other raid in any other video game. So yeah, that's a bit shit. But you know, love it when there's a super huge weirdo barrier.
Remember, we're here for relics, not stories. So I'd appreciate if you kept your Tenno Soma Void Resonance thing to a minimum. I've had enough of this culture to last a lifetime.
You seem like a little bit of a racist, or just rude. I'd just go with rude, but still, you know what I mean. If you're gonna get your artifacts, then let me listen. What is the harm in me listening? Ooh, we're back in the tomb, and we got INAROS looking at the sun or an eye. Are we back at the same location? I think we're back at the same location.
Take the vessel to the door. What happens?
Little one, after this, you must sleep.
Why can't I? What do you call it? Why can't I like hear it? It's like she trails off. I get it's trying to be like a motif or whatever, but it's still fucking annoying. I can't hear her, so I don't know. Alrighty. Seems very detailed. Place the thing. I've killed a lot of GRINN.
Not again.
It's emptied. Just gonna open up the door. Nice. Do I pick it up again? No, because this is a different urn. It requires more blood. Alrighty. Well, thank you.
INAROS began not as our king, but as our enemy. a warrior of the Golden Skymen. But for each child the Skymen took away, INAROS grew even more angry, until one fateful night. Another child had been taken, and the villagers had gathered in a mourning circle weeping, until they heard a small voice. By the dunes, it was the child returned. As he approached, the people gasped in horror, as they saw that he was drenched in blood. His father rushed to the boy and embraced him, and saw that he had no wounds. "Whose blood is this?" he asked. The boy looked to the sky and said, "This is the blood of the Skymen. This is the work of INAROS." By the sand and the stars, the Skymen raged. They set upon INAROS with their armies, but none could prevail. For he commanded the sand, he commanded death. INAROS ate their fear and became stronger.
None of this could be true, could it?
And so they left us and took with them our fear. On that day, INAROS became our king, and in a great whirlwind of sand, ascended to watch over us from his throne in the sky.
What if? It can't be.
Well, it's clearly a Tenno. Like a Tenno, it's cool because if you think about it, it's like the factual stuff that we know. But are you trying to kill me? Basically, it just deals with the Tenno's like sense of like what everything we know about the Tenno, and that basically is like a INAROS and this awesome pilot thing. Let's kill all you by doing this. But yes, we gotta defeat all these enemies. But I wish so many of the stories were like this. The amount of times we get a frame and it's just like, hey, by the way, you have a frame. It's like, okay, I guess. But then there's moments like this where like, no. Here's the story of like what this other Tenno did, and I just like that in general, where they're like, how about we give more credence to these like things that have come before, and then you're able to operate the same pilot that they did, or operate the same warframe that they did, which makes sense and it's cool. Why aren't you guys attacking at all? I can make it really confusing and do this. Now I'm invisible, and you don't even know what the fuck's happening. Oh, that's probably not a good idea because I want you guys to come and kill me, so. You know. We did it!
That voice. Return to your ship. I must collect myself.
Does he know who she is, mayhaps? Mayhaps? I don't know. Regardless, I love that. Again, I love the idea that, like, there's this, but it almost seems like the tribe people made it more than maybe what it was, you know? Like, oh, he was just like this Tenno who's seen this kid who's about to get killed by a Grineer, comes down, smacks them all in the face. With his ship, a SKYGOD drops down, kills all of them, and then like says, "Okay, kid, go on your way." And then he's like, "INAROS, the god," right? Where it's just like, no, he was just a Tenno doing his thing, you know, just killing Grineer, keeping people safe, and all that stuff. Although I don't know if Tenno by nature of them are just good. I don't know. Regardless, let me hear about it.
I'm beginning to think this INAROS myth was drawn from an actual warframe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Another glyph. Another challenge. See if you can figure out which enemy it represents.
Well, guys. Yep. Also, one thing I didn't tell you guys is, so if we go and look at the thing right here, it's hollowed out, like it's like black, or gray. But when you kill more and more, it'll start filling up. So that'll be your gauge about how much it takes. But it oftentimes takes a lot more than 50, or I think this one is 30. I think it'll take a lot more than 30. And these enemies are actually rare to spawn. So less good overall. But I believe this is also Grineer. They really fucking hate the SKYGOD or the Grineer. I guess Corpus could also be coming from the sky, but regardless. Yes, I do believe this is the Grineer, so we're gonna have to kill more and more Grineer. So what fun! What fun! I guess I don't know. I guess I'm not sure if I might have to do a survival without any allies just to see if that maybe would increase the process. Because I thought that the Wikipedia says like allies can kill that enemy type and you'll get progression. Oh, but we gotta equip this to our inventory because goddamn, if I forget that, that'll all be for naught. Gear? Nope. Apparently we have emotes. Never knew that. We have the sacred vessel. Do we have the new one though? We do. Okay, I guess that just keeps it hard locked on you. Nice. All All right, well, I'll be back, and we'll have hopefully gotten that, and nice. Nice, all right. We're back. Probably definitely transition there. We didn't end the video. But yeah, so we're back. Gonna get yelled at. I had to reinstall, or not reinstall, reload. Okay, great. It's my favorite thing, hearing someone yell at me every time I enter the game. Regardless, yeah, so I had to re-download because there was a hot patch, so I think now a different rotation of mods are now in play, or like relics, so you can get certain primes. Kind of cool. Neat. Not the Nakata or anything I want, but still, still cool. Anyways, as you guys can see, the vessel is filled up. Now, this one was significantly faster than the other. I don't know what that was about. That is like, we got that done immediately. Like, two missions of a defense. Nuts. Yeah. Anywho, let's go do this. Let's keep hearing about INAROS, the fucking legend, the person who protects the weak, or at least the tribe, at least. Yeah. So, can't wait. hopefully, we keep hearing that of again. One of the things that's so evident in this game is they have such a good way, especially the last couple missions we played with like Octavia and this one. They find like just the most beautiful female voice that exists, just to take you away to this place, and it's great. I love it to pieces.
By the void, the Grineer have picked up our scent. They'll take me. It's INAROS. You have to stop these animals at once.
Got it. So yeah, I'm also using a weapon that is not my normal jam because I was leveling up weapons because it was a defense mission, right? So might as well make use of that. Just so happens this is the most loudest thing on the planet. Also, I think there's level 30s now. But we should still be able to manage, if anything, just with Octavia's weirdness. Great! I didn't see it! Now I'm, again, without any power, so now we definitely... This is gonna be very flaily. I don't know why. I think I need puncture or something. Like, it's the bullet aspect of it is so trash. But what actually was fairly good and I was surprised by is a shotgun. Yeah, so let's use a shotgun. Shotgun's actually great. Also, it sounds fucking great. I love the sound of the shotgun. I wasn't playing with sound. I was listening to a podcast while I was grinding. But this sounds so meaty. Love that. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a great entry weapon, but still, I like it. What do you want from me? Also, guys, this is just a side thing. I'm not sure if this is going to make sense in the timeline of things, but I think I'm going to bite the bullet and download Saints Row because there's not a lot out right now, and I'm a bit pissed that I have to pay full price, basically, on the Epic Store and all that, but I really want to play a game right now. You know, as much as I love WarFrame, I just, like, when I'm, like, I want a game that I can fuck with the shooting mechanics, I can, like, build up a character, you know, which is exactly WarFrame, but you know, let's see what's different, you know? There's so many Grineer. I mean, I guess we are basically playing like the SKYGOD or INAROS at this point, because I think he saved them from the Grineer, although I don't think it's specified it was the Grineer. I think it was just basically like Corpus infected or whatever, you know? Bang. Ooh, I got some power back. So I can start going invisible. There we go. It's like running. I can't see it. Why? Also, do you realize how terrifying like warframes are if you were the opposing, if you were the enemy? Like just a nightmare. I can't even believe it. Like it'd be just the worst. There's like this just invisible thing that moves stupid fast, like as if it's feather, like just nothing. But then it has such an incredible amount of mass. Shit's nuts. Okay. Like, we can always jump like this, that, like, stupid leap. So that means that, like, an equal amount of force has to be distributed from your feet, you know what I mean? So we, like, maybe it's gravity, but, again, on every planet, we're like this. Even on Earth. So, I don't know. We still get the same amount of lift. So, I think warframes are just nuts strong. But what happens if they jumped that hard?
So where is she? That voice. I think I need to hear the rest. I think I've needed to hear this for a long time.
Weird. Were you a part of this? Huh. Regardless, if WarFrame jumped with that level force, they'd bust the goddamn ground below them. Anyway, moving on. Hello, INAROS god statue. Is that what you look like? Yes, INAROS looks very not Egyptian awesome to me, which is unfortunate. Although he does have like a good skin that apparently makes him look like a golden Egyptian thing, which is kind of dope, but not quite what I want. I want like a mummy. Like a fucking, like mummy. I mean with a head, not like a spike. Anyway. I'm sure there's like skins and stuff, but yeah. Alrighty, let's listen. Sit back and listen. Alright, and have it like phase in and out, because that's great. Anyways, boom.
And so, for years we lived in peace, and our little dunes were our own to keep. But the sands of peace are ever shifting. Years later, a plague came to the desert. The infested.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Desperate, our people called out to the sky, INAROS, INAROS. But they could not wake him. And so, they were consumed by the ravenous horde. With all lost, the few remaining villagers gathered in the morning circle to prepare for the end. When suddenly, a storm rose about them. A colossal, spiral storm of sand, piercing the sky. The villagers huddled, trapped within the storm's eye, as the beasts charged them. In moments, the beasts were torn apart, and the infested plague was swept away, never to be seen again. As the storm subsided, the people ventured out into the desert, hoping to catch a glimpse of their savior, their beloved INAROS.
Okay, what happened though? Did they just find a boy?
Get ready.
I bet they found like a boy or something. It was that kid who probably got covered in blood, maybe? Maybe that's when he found out he was a thing? I don't know. Regardless, cool, awesome, dope. Although I will say, whoever came up with that stupid ass shit about like the whole weird fade in and out nonsense, what an asshole, because it's the most hard to see nonsense ever. Also, I should really, this is the, oh, but you're killing yourself. Hey, you're killing yourself. Oh, wow, this is really working because he summons more and more rock golems.
They found his glorious metal body, broken and still, lying in the sand. Did they mourn? No, no. They knew his spirit had returned to the sky to watch over them once again. They gathered his body to keep it safe from thieves and raiders. They placed the pieces within the sacred vessels and entombed them in secret, knowing that one day INAROS would reclaim his body and rise again. So now, my sweet Dune, you have no need of fear. Take these grains and keep them under your pillow. INAROS will watch over you.
Find extraction. We're done here.
Yeah, I hate the whoever made that, like, again, there's such a beautiful voice, but it's just like, we're back. It's just like the worst. It's so fucking stupid. Like, I can still hear it, but it's just like super obscure. So like, I have to read it. It's, I don't know. It's nuts. It's nuts. But we didn't destroy that golem because of how that ability works. Not only does it deal damage over time, which is just nice, and also we're pretty high level compared to him, but I think it reflects damage back at him. So anytime you stomp or whatever, and they're focused to attack that first. Oh, I think always. I don't even think they're like, very rarely do they break line of sight from shooting that thing. But anyways, every time he deals damage, he damages himself. So good stuff, fun stuff. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now we.
The story isn't just a myth, is it? Look at this sacred vessel, one of 4, just as she described. And the challenges. You must prove your Tenno.
Got it. So this one, what is it? I didn't really get a good glimpse of it. I really hope that's not. Give me a minute. Oh no. Is that the one? There's like, I think there's, okay, no, I think we're okay. Maybe, I don't know. We gotta kill this thing 6 times supposedly, although that's bullshit sometimes. Oh, it's one of these? Oh, these suck, dude. Oh, no. Okay. I thought this was a boss. It might be a boss. If it's a boss, then it's fine. But I think it's just a really obscure enemy that I very rarely see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, be back for the second time. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Okay, yeah. And we're back. Oh my god, that was a long time. That was a lot. 3 retakes mid-sentence, but that was a lot. Thank you, Octavia, for just being you. But That took a long time. These enemies do not spawn at all. They're like these hack drone things that you need to like kill. They're a corpus. You kill them and they basically you can hack them and that's how you win. I thought I was killing a boss, which honestly I would rather do, because at least then you would know for sure you're getting them. Unfortunately, I had to go to this place right here, which has a chance of spawning these guys or another set of people. And needless to say, it sucks. It sucks a whole fucking lot. Anyways, let's wrap this up already. I was supposed to edit today, man. I was supposed to edit, and now I spent the majority of the day grinding the missions so I can finish this fucker so that we're good. Bullshit. And we're on the ground, I get it.
Cut them down. Make them fear this place. The Grenadiers should be swept away.
You are anti them now, man. Because now you are a believer. A believer. Not today, bitch. I seen that coming a mile away. I will say there's this like thing in WarFrame where like if you're just playing it consistently enough, the movement will literally just become like second nature, like super instinctual. Like you don't even know what does what. You're just hitting buttons and you're flying. You're soaring like an eagle and it feels great. Hello, you. I will say this is like equally as terrifying the like music pattern that I have on. It's like except it's way more orchestral, and I could just see that being a nightmare thing coming at you. Well, you see, there's this thing that keeps coming to us, but it's just this glorious sound, and whenever you hear it, you die. You die in like a brutal way, like a fucking horror film. Can I stealth you? I think I crouch. Yes, just sliced off his whole fucking head. Like a what is it called? What is those things? A mantis, praying mantis? I think it's one of those. Regardless, those fuckers are evil as shit. Tough as nails. God.
Quickly, my sweet Dune, they're coming.
Is this okay? So is this guy?
I tried so hard to forget.
The boy. So you're the boy. So this is fate to some extent. Or is he a Tano and he was a INAROS this whole time? Maybe that instead. Now he's a grown-up, maybe. That'd be cool if he was a INAROS. So he saved these people. Then he became a merchant, kind of a dickhead. Thank you once again.
Quickly, in here. Don't make a sound, Borrow. Here, hold these grains in your hand tight. INAROS will protect you.
It wasn't me I was worried about.
What do you want? No, you have no right.
INAROS. INAROS. INAROS.
No, it's just me.
INAROS. INAROS.
No.
But INAROS never came. You've shown me why I came here, Tenno. Not for riches. The doors are closing again. Prove that you're worthy of INAROS' strength one last time.
You got it, buddy. Also, ow. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's really bad. Yee. Oh, so bad. So fast. Holy. I know who you are. Oh no, he's a INAROS. INAROS, I'm a little child. Don't do this to me. There we go. He's dead. We've killed him. Defeat the Tomb Protector. Oh, he's big. It's a golem. Who? My Taxon died. When Taxon dies, he's bad. It's a big problem. Mean shit is happening. Luckily, the beats are eating the INAROS alive. Some more shit is happening. What happened? Why am I dropping dead? Ha 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 ha. I will say, I want to talk about that though. The idea of like a god and how kind of like, I think there was a moment like that in Star Wars that also happened. I don't know. Well, maybe it was a film I was watching outside of that. But yeah, we'll talk about it after we're done with this fight. Okay. All right. Ah. That's right. Kill yourself. He's in his tomb again. I have no health. Why do I keep dying? Is it like a... I don't understand. Hey! Knock it off! I feel like I should go invisible or just use my melee. INAROS, you fucking bitch. We got him. Fuck you.
My mother's call will be answered. INAROS will rise again. Come home, Tenno.
Yes, my friend. That's quite sad. But yeah, dude, that to me is something that I don't know. It sucks so bad, which people are like, because I believe in this god, therefore I am like, I'm absolved of insert whatever, you know, whether it's normal, like problems with your system, like illnesses or whatever, whether it's like, instead of fighting for my life, I'm going to drop to my knees and pray. And if you were a god, if you were to do like the Alan Watts god mind, that would be the last thing you'd want your people or your person to do. You'd want them to fight for their own life and etc., to be independent and try to find things on their own. Anyways, hit me, throw it at me. Do I just build INAROS? Is that what it is? I do believe I got all the parts to piece our Tin Man together. Oh, I probably have to build all of his previous parts, right? Because that's how that works. Right. I should have been doing that the whole time. Will my two netite extracts are gonna be gone. Goodbye forever. Build that, and build INAROS' thing. Alright. I have unread messages. Yay.
She was gone, but somehow you let her speak again. You made me face my past, made me remember who I was. Take his relics and let him rise again. I couldn't think of selling them anyway. For me, these few grains of sand are all the treasure I need. Both of us know why INAROS couldn't have saved her. He wasn't able to listen then, but things are different now. Am I right?
Pretty cool. Like that a lot. Nice. So now we'll get, yeah, it's like, you completed it. Sands of INAROS. So guys, expect a video when he's fully made, pieced together, and on his way. And then I'll make a video about him. Again, still in a place where like all the videos I'm making of Warframes, I hope like you guys understand that maybe in like the future when I get lucky with that son of a bitch, Baro Katir, whatever his name is, him finally coming with like the right prime mods that I need, like a prime duration or even prime health or just whatever, anything that's prime that's like fucking top notch, then I'll be happy, and then we can make some stuff happen. But until then, we're just kind of going to be showcasing the general abilities that they have, which kind of makes sense, you know, to show the first, this is what INAROS kind of is, with some good mods, not great mods, but some. And then here is what he is when you have most, or if not, like, just a Mach 2 version of him that's a lot better with the right gear. So, yeah. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, was the Sands of INAROS. Again, the whole, like, praying, being saved rather than fighting for your life. Even if you did believe in a deity, I think the deity would want you to cling to life as much as you possibly can, rather than just be like, well, he's got me, so fuck it. Whatever, right? I don't know. But maybe it gave her some peace in the end, because she did seem like, well, she was protecting her son, so I don't know, man. Regardless, Sands of INAROS, fun time, good time. Actually, I would much rather just do like Octavia's quest, which is way more just my jam. Even like, yeah, just like getting this urn and then like the randomness of enemies spawning is so frustrating. Now it would be less frustrating if you just had the chalice on your character and did anything else. I hate you, Ortis. I love you because of the Octavia mission, but I hate you as like your personality type that thinks it's a good idea to say, fuck it, me, right now, fucking talk. No, here's some nonsense noise of me making a joke when you've made it 50 fucking times. I think you can shut it off somehow, but I don't know how to turn off Ortis' stupid pestering mode. Regardless, yes, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you, I don't know what I was about to say. He completely took the wind out of my sail. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be covering INAROS in a future video. Thank you kindly again, and goodbye.